So guys, welcome back to this channel. This video I'm about to play for you now is the elder statesman. He's saying that they should release Nnamdi Kanu, and he said that Nigeria will not remain the same if anything should happen to Nnamdi Kanu. He's the elder statesman, and they have warned. People don't want to hear what they are saying. People don't really want to listen and hear the warnings they are giving since they arrested this man. Since they arrested and detained him. You can imagine that kind of detention. People don't talk tire, they no one hear. But if anything should happen to that man, Nigerians will be shocked. Nigeria will be shocked if anything should happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine they have released Sunday Oboho Sowore and Mayeti Allah's secretary. Why wouldn't they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The lawlessness of Nigeria, the lawlessness of the Nigerian government is getting out of hand, and the docile men of the expired contraption are doing absolutely nothing about it. You can imagine this is coming from the elder statesman. The legal process has taken its course. The elder statesman made us to know that the legal process has taken its course by discharging and acquitting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So you have no right, you have no reason to take him back to court again. Now I'll leave you guys to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
For the non-payment of tax, Igbos contributed money. 8 Igbos, including my late father. 8 Igbos contributed £22 in 1937. Went to Lagos and got H.O. Davis, and some went on it and brought Ebuna, and they came to Guzo Magistrate Court and make sure that Ahmadu Bello was discharged. That was how finally they made him Sardauna of Sokoto and entered into politics. That gave rise to the alliance between NCNC and NPC that lasted for more than half a century. Tell me, what else can Igbos do in this country to show love of country, to show love of fellow citizens? At each turn, we receive condemnation. It is even more, so painful that the person condemning us should die, they should kill us. It's an Igbo boy in the name of Asari Dokubo. And he does not see why Nnamdi Kanu should be released. So I find it very painful even to discuss the matter. But like I warned, or rather advised Buhari's government, and I advised Tinubu, because I know him one-on-one. When I was chairman of NRC, he was a senator. I met him severally. I will advise him in his own interest of this country, and for the love of this country, that they should release Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari said, let the legal process take its course. The legal process has taken its course. The Court of Appeal, second highest court in this land, has discharged him, and they are still holding him. I pray that nothing happens to that boy in prison, that he does not die in prison. If he does, they can call it an advice, they can call it a threat. The situation will not be the same in this country.
So guys, I hope you've watched that video and you've seen that is the Igbo elder statesman, and the Igbo elders under the aegis of the United Igbo Elders Council. They have demanded the unconditional release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, that is IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all political prisoners. The group also demanded an immediate end to unlawful, hooded, night and secret arrests, detentions, and extrajudicial killings in the country, as well as an end to ports and economic blockades against eastern Nigeria. The Igbo elders, in a statement titled New Governance Model for Nigeria, signed by Director of Media and Publicity Professor Obasi Igwe and Coordinator General Alpha Justice, set a 5-point agenda for meaningful peace and development in the country. The statement reads, it is an indisputable fact that by mid-2015 there was not a single insurgency or war to overthrow the federal government or procure a Biafra anywhere in Igbo society, and none today, except the one manufactured by a tyrant that made sure that such a war existed with shoot to kill or shoot at sight others, openly issued against promising innocent youngsters in full view of all the world, in part to punish the Igbos for their sundry sins. We therefore demand for the unconditional release of all political prisoners, including the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his colleagues, with immediate end to all manner of unlawful, hooded, night and secret arrests, detentions, and extrajudicial killings. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been tortured, victimized, and dehumanized beyond measure, and it confers to a nation no value to continue to keep an innocent citizen in jail, opening up the Igbo Eastern Port system equally spills over and trigger developments across the Eastern Middle Belt and beyond. So guys, you've watched that video and you've heard exactly what this man said, this elder statesman said. He spoke with a voice of wisdom. And we appreciate this elder for speaking out. It's not everybody that can come out in this kind of platform and say things like this, but he spoke with boldness. And a stitching time saves 9. Let the people they are talking to, let them hear what they are saying. People has been saying things about this thing, and they are taking their words for granted. If anything should happen to Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerians, Igbos won't take it lightly with Nigerians. Like, Igbos won't take it lightly with all these leaders. You see the chaos that is going to happen in this Nigeria. If anything should happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let them do and release this man. Let them release him. I don't know why they are still detaining him. In Nigeria we joke too much, but take matters as this serious. We joke too much in this Nigeria. Let them take this matter very serious, because this might change the dynamics of the game. You don't know what is going to happen. If anything should happen to that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I love that line they call it advice or a threat. If anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this country will never remain the same. And people are really saying things about this thing. And it's not that they are not hearing it, they are hearing it, but it's just like water being poured on a rock. They are still detaining an innocent man. How will they listen when they are busy doing another thing in the country, spoiling the whole things, doing all manner of things in this country? Look at insecurity, how insecurity has worsened in this Nigeria, and they are still holding an innocent person. The voice of the gods has spoken. Let he or she who have an ear listen. This statesman, this elder statesman, is a very, very renowned person in this Igbo race. They should hear what he has said and release Nnamdi Kanu, or if anything should happen to him, they will have themselves to be blamed. So guys, you have come to the end of this video. Please, if you are new to this channel, please do well to subscribe and also drop a comment below. And I also want you to air your views on this matter, and let's chat more on the comment section. Please guys, I'll see you guys in my next video.